Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him two lips like roses and clover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. Don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him the word that I'm not a rover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. Don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me on.
Hey, Papa. You know what? Get ready for your 60th spankings. Bum, bum, bum.
Hi, Amy. As we are celebrating this 60th birthday, I think about the first time I met you 38 years ago. In the store there at Nichols, and not even ever thinking I'd ever see you again, because it was just a brief meeting. And to have this whole life that we have shared together just amazes me, because when I think about how you were a boy that was born in a whole different state and traveled all over the country, and you came to a small town in Ohio. Had I not gone to college, we would never have met. It's just astounding to me. The first thing that I remember the night that we met was that as I was watching you play the guitar, I loved watching your hands. I loved watching how your hands moved over the guitar, and it was so confident and strong.
Dad, one of the things I'm most thankful for about you is just your passion for the Lord, and I'm so thankful for what you've taught us about worship, and how even when times are tough in your life or whenever, that you always give glory to God for everything that you have, and that your life has been to worship and honor God. And some of my favorite memories are just falling asleep at night with you playing the guitar and just worshiping the Lord, and just the peace and the comfort that I felt in that. So, happy birthday. I love you, and I'm glad we can be here to celebrate with you.
Well, I'm going to share a couple of funny stories with about Tim. The first one was when we were dating. I was dating Amanda. He'd called Time and Temperature and pretended it was Corey, and just started reaming him and giving him a hard time and yelling at him. And I remember looking at Amanda all bug-eyed and like, wow, your dad is crazy. And he gets off the phone and looks at me and is like, oh, it was just Time and Temp. And I guess the joke was on me. He got me good on that one. But, you know, I could tell many stories, many that revolve around Tim falling, like the time in softball running from second to third, and he fell face first, and his legs came over top of his head, almost touched the ground, kind of like a scorpion, if you can picture that. Pretty great sight. But no, I just love you, Tim. I thank you for all that you do. You've done for me. You're a great father, and I wish you a very happy 60th birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad.
A funny memory I have of Tim is the first time Corey brought me home, and he was telling a bunch of jokes and stuff, and I never really got them, but I laughed anyway.
I'll never forget the time I flipped you off the escalator at Macy's.
I love your jokes, and one of my favorite memories is when we used to sit on your front porch and watch the thunderstorms. Happy birthday, I love you.
Hey Dad, I remember a heroic moment that you had one time when you were playing softball and the guy hit the ball in the gap. You were playing shortstop and you dove like Julio Franco and caught the ball, and in one swift motion you threw the ball to first while you were still in the air and got the guy out. Double play. That was awesome.
When I was little, I loved getting to stay home from school when I was sick, and because I would get to ride with you to your appointments, and if it was raining, we would go to the mall and walk around, and I still like to do that.
Hi Tim, happy 60th birthday. I love you, and I hope you're having a great day. Was thinking about a memory I had of you whenever you were running the chains for Noah or Ethan's football game. Can't remember that part, but do remember that you were the one that made the touchdown, or so they thought when you tripped out onto the field and Cedric made the touchdown symbol for you. So that was a good memory, and happy birthday.
Hey Papa, we love you and happy 60th birthday. It's great down here in Florida, and I hope you're having an amazing time in the snow. And you see that cemetery over there? People are dying to get in there.
I like that you tell funny jokes, and I like your songs. Happy birthday, Papa.
Hey Papa, happy 60th birthday! And I bet I could tell you the score of the Browns games before it happens. 0-0.
I like your funny jokes, I like your songs, and I love you. Happy birthday, Papa.
Happy birthday, Wait, hold on. Go over. Okay.
Happy 60th birthday, Papa. We love you. Mwah.
Sure. Smart. And your love.
And I love you. Happy birthday, Papa.
I love how you can always make me laugh, and no matter what the situation. Sometimes I don't really like it, but usually I love it.
Hey Dad, happy 60th birthday. Hey Dad, remember that time that you were playing basketball and the guy that was like way bigger than you jumped up to tip the ball, and you jumped up in front of him and you tipped the ball and you didn't actually dunk it, but you almost dunked it? That was awesome.
Papa, do you remember the time that you had your glow-in-the-dark alien mask and you looked through the window and I looked over and I screamed and cried?
Hey Papa, I remember when you, me, and Ethan were playing basketball, and I mean, on a side note, I was beating you, but you went and after one of your airball threes and it hit the pole, it went back and it was rolling down the hill, and you went chasing for it and you started stumbling and you started rolling into the woods, and I remember that, and I thought it was a hilarious moment you needed to know.
We really love your laugh.
Hey, Papa, do you remember the time you hit the ball really far over the fence, but it was down by this much? Papa, have you flipped over your bike handlebars lately?
Rough.
Hey, Papa, remember the time I hit you with my lightsaber?
Hey, I remember... Hey, Dad, remember the time you were hawking a loogie and you puked all over the bathroom and you choked on it? Hey, Dad, remember the time that you flipped the bike over in the street and the lady told you dropped your wallet? Hey, Dad, remember the time that you went to fill the car up with gas in the middle of winter and you slipped on ice and slid under the car? Hey, Dad, remember the time you had an ingrown toenail and wanted to race me, and I stepped on your toe and you did a flip. Hey Dad, remember the time you walked out of the garage and missed the step and did a somersault in between your guitars? Hey Dad, remember the time Timmy threw you a curveball and it hit you in the testes? You fell over. Hey Dad, remember that termite that walked into a bar and asked, "Is the bartender here?" Remember that time you were rounding second, running to third, and you fell? Hey Dad, remember the time you tried to fight Eric's grandpa? Hey Dad, remember those two guys that walked into a bar and the third one ducked? Hey Dad, remember that time you punched the windshield out of the rental car? Hey Dad, remember when Kervin collected a bunch of stingerless bees and threw them at you? Hey Dad, remember that time you got kicked out of the slow-pitch church softball game? Dad, remember the time in the gym at Wayne College when you farted and everybody walked out?
Hey Dad, remember that time you got kicked out of the other slow-pitch church softball game?
You remember the time you were laughing and you slipped and fell?
Hey Dad, remember that time Uncle Tom took a piss out his back door and decided to butter our biscuits? So you handpicked them for me so I wouldn't get those ones.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. We love you.
Happy birthday, Papa.
Happy birthday, Papa.